Hello and welcome to part 101. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you want to jump to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. We were raided last episode, so we are going to be dealing with all of these bodies we need to get rid of and put to burial. Graves are ready. We are going to need to check off some of these boxes though and make sure that they have a home. So let's start here. We'll start working with the ones furthest away from our grave stockpile. Okay, we'll leave these other ones. I guess we have some on this side that are set, but let's leave that for now. Let our people work. Let's take a look at our siege tower. Looks like this one is ready to be stylized. Okay. Let's go take a look in the basement. What siege weapons do we have? Looks like we have some. Now, is this tower missing one? It is. Let's go ahead, put that on this tower. And that means we can put these zones here as well. So let's copy this, move this around. Now we have 3 different zones here for 3 different types of ammo. Did I not grab the zone there? Looks like I didn't grab the zone. Okay. This tower needs all of the siege equipment. Let's go take a look, see what we have. Ballista. Put you in the corner, and let's go and put your siege ammo next to you. Trebuchet. We're not going to be putting that out. Okay, here is another onager. Onager. Take a look further down, see what else we have here. Another ballista. No. Okay, those are going to be installed. Looks like someone probably grabbed that one. Those are ready. We need to put the zones here as well. So I want to take a look at these zones, make sure I put the right ones here. This is the middle zone, and this one is The bottom one. Okay, perfect. We do need a fair amount of dirt still. Before we go get that dirt, looks like these are ripe now. Let's get this harvested. Looks like all of this is ripe. Almost all of it. Let's just select all of that to be harvested. Once this is harvested, we're going to set up 2 more zones here for the barley. And it is early enough now in the day that I want to send out a trade caravan or 2. As long as we have enough food to send out 2, maybe I'll send out 2. Now, plan is I don't want to send too many people or too many animals at once. Maybe we'll send a donkey and maybe a goat or a sheep. Maybe a cattle. Let's send a donkey and a cattle. Alright, what kind of food do we have? We don't have bread to eat. We didn't manage to get any bread. Starting to get worried I don't have any meals to send with them. Okay. I'm just going to send 2 meals with you. Get rid of some of this junk I see down here. You know what? Let's get rid of these superior shackles. I have 12 flawless ones. We don't need 10 superior ones sitting in our storage area. We have a lot of tallow. Send some of that out. How's our weight looking? Doing okay for weight. I think maybe I'll send herbs or beeswax with this group here. Do we have enough space? Maybe I can send all this junk. Okay. Let's get rid of some wool cloth here, just a little bit. And let's go back up to the list here near the top. Beeswax. Get rid of a fair amount of beeswax. And herbs usually trade for a decent amount. Let's go add herbs. Okay. How much do herbs weigh? Can we send 80 herbs? No. 79 herbs. Okay. 1% chance to get ambushed, so let's accept that. They're forming a caravan, and let's go ahead form a caravan for Shelswell as well. We were just attacked, not worried about our people going out. You know what, let's send you. You have sackcloth. We'll be the sackcloth traders today. Okay, let's do the same. Let's send a cattle and a donkey, so 1 of each. Okay, animal feed 20, and then our food here, I believe it was the letter R. We had roasted meat. Okay, let's send 2 meals with you. And then let's go back to the top here. We had herbs we want to get rid of. They're worth a decent amount. Okay, let's see. 170. Get rid of these hoods. We don't need these. Will they trade for javelins? Let's send these flimsy ones. We'll see if they take them. And linen we usually have a lot of. Before we go down to the linen though, let's see. We have a lot of deer leather here. Can we add that? We'll just round this out with deer leather. Okay. 0% chance to be ambushed. Let's accept that. We'll have 2 separate trade caravans going out. Okay. Now, one thing I did notice during the raid, we were running kind of low on short bows. Did this gate get open? It did. Okay. Let's go take a look at our production. So we do have short bows. They're just not in the right spot. But let's go ahead and increase this production a little bit. I want to have some better weapons. More weapons available anyway. This is for anything at low hit points. This is for anything sturdy or lower. Okay. And let's see, this one. Now, I don't need javelins, and I don't need slings. Let's have these just dismantled. I don't know if I'm ever going to use some of these weapons. Maybe I'll dismantle those in the future as well. Okay. How are the corpses doing? We have a lot here. Looks like the graves have started to get filled in a little bit. Let's increase that speed. Still got a few days before they expire. That's good. In the meantime, we still need dirt. Another caravan has left. Excellent. I think I might actually get rid of this ramp here and just keep this one. But part of me wants to get rid of this whole area here. Just mine out this dirt. You know what? Maybe I'll mine this away. We can put in another little ramp here. Or you know what? No, we don't want the ramp here. Maybe we'll put it on the inside here. Once this is mined away, we can take this ramp down, then we'll mine all of this dirt away. Okay. Caravans both walking. Great. Alright, looks like we have some more soil here we can dig out. But let's wait for this to be put in. Now, I don't know if I checked this whole area recently, so let's just double check. We've got a bit here we need to worry about. You know what, let's just get these ones that are not covered by the brick storage. Let's take a moment, go through this stretch of land, make sure we don't have any rocky soil here. And if this is clear of rocky soil, I think we'll start planting some trees down here. Alright. Caravan has arrived. Let's go trade. Okay. Let's trade as much as we can of the things we brought. Look at that value. Already almost at 1,000. Okay. Trade these away. Fortunately, they don't want our javelins. Good thing we didn't bring too many. They don't have any gold coins. We have some superior rugs. Maybe we'll get those. Some traps here. Sturdy. No, we don't want those. Looks like they have some things we traded to them recently. Now, I don't want limestone brick. If they had raw limestone, I would trade for that. Doesn't look like they have a whole lot. We did trade saplings to them recently. Okay, well, I'll take your dubious booze. And we're a little bit short on wood lately, so let's take that. And mechanical components, I'll take all of those. Do you have any wooden mechanical components? Probably be cheaper here. I don't see them on this list. Okay, well, I guess we'll be getting some superior linen rugs. And you know what? Let's just get some traps while we're here. Alright, we can take that. Now, do we want to grab some animals? Our own livestock situation is getting a little low. If anything, we can just slaughter them when we get home if we don't need them. But we're making a profit here. We can probably still grab a little bit more from them. Grab some salt, I guess. You know what? We have plenty of salt. Can we grab all this quicklime? No. How much can we grab? 100? No. 80? I can grab 90. $96 it is. Okay, let's accept that. No food here, unfortunately. Nothing ready. Just animals we're gonna have to cull. Okay, let's head back. Hopefully our other caravan has some food at their destination. Okay. We are going to have apple trees here. Now let's just check this other side, make sure this doesn't have any rocky soil here. And did this get any rocky soil buried under it? It looks okay. Alright, looks good. Let's go take these out. We're going to assign some new zones. Okay, apple trees. Okay, I don't know how close I can get to this area. Might have to take some of these down. For now, this will be our expanded tree farm for our apple orchard. Looks like our second caravan has arrived. Let's go and barter. Alright, let's trade away all of the goods we brought. Okay, let's see what they have. They have coin. We like coin. We got components. Maybe we'll get components, but more importantly, they have food. Actually, quite a lot of food here. Also alcohol. Apple saplings, yes. We'll take cider. How's $1 looking? Still got a lot of money to spend here. Do we want raw food? Definitely want barley. You know what? Let's get all the raw food you have. Let's get all the seeds, except the flax seeds. We don't want those. Not sure if I need any saplings, but we can always trade for that in the future. Raw limestone, I need that. Fortunately, we don't have enough weight. Or, sorry, we have too much weight, not enough capacity. So it looks like we might need to take some animals off their hand. Kind of want to take the wood now as well, just to make sure we have some. Let's see, fire traps. Puts us over the limit. We can't take the goats and all the fire traps. So we'll have to set one fire trap back. Can't take a metal one. Can't take a wooden. Can't take a stick trap. That's okay. Can we take any wooden components? You know what? Let's cut back on the fire trap. Maybe we'll take some wooden components instead. And let's cut back on another fire trap. I'd rather take some mechanical components. And you know what? Let's just grab some chickens if we can. Let's get a female chicken here. Okay, we're making a profit. Now, we can't take anything else, unfortunately. So we're making profit, almost 32 gold there. Making actual gold here. Good amount of food, a lot of alcohol, a lot of raw food as well. This barley, I'm hoping we can plant all these seeds. This will help plant those new farm zones we have set up. And let's head back. Okay. Let's get rid of these little bushes here. Okay, how are we looking? Looks like we can start filling in some more soil here. And we can get this clay brick put down here as well. Let's get this urgently hauled. Get this cleaned out a little bit here. How are our bodies looking? A few days away. Okay, does that mean we ran out of space? Looks like we did. Let's get these checked. How many bodies we have left? Let's take a look. Resources, carcass, humans. 15 bodies? Looks like they're all in the stockpile. This looks like 12 graves that we'll have ready. $13 up here. So it looks like we need to put in a few more. Looks like there's some soil here we need to dig out. Rocky soil or salt. Alright, before we get any soil here dug out, let's just assign what grave markers we can. Okay. Alright, looks like we got a good amount of dirt. Now, I'm thinking of putting in the clay tiles between here, just so when we have food that we harvest and it gets left on the side here, like this is gonna decompose, but if we had this on a tile, it would last longer. Now, I don't think it's gonna decompose on us. Generally have our people collecting our food here pretty fast. So for now, I think I'm going to just leave it. But it might be something I do in the future. Friendly visit? Who is here? Melody West from the Ancrene Disciples? Okay. Let's give them a moment to get into our courtyard and we'll trade with them. Okay, this never goes bad out here. Good to know. Let's shrink these. We do need to stylize these pieces. Caravan has returned. Excellent. We do need to stylize these as well. Or destylize those, I suppose. Spin this around. See what we can grab on this side. Okay. Let's expand that back out. Alright. Not sure what we're going to do with the pond yet. Alright, let's get this urgently hauled. Settlers' wounds need tending. Someone should tend to you, Pentecost. Okay, those fires are in place, those are in place. I just want to double check I'm not missing anything. We got those 3 zones and that one. 3 zones, 1 zone there. Got our siege weapons, zones. Siege weapons and zones. Okay. Now, we did have other zones marked here before. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Hoping that will clear up our ammo to go to the top where we need it to go. Just want to make sure I don't have any zones lower. Okay. I do want to put a little bit of an ammo area somewhere. I guess for now, Let's just drop that here. Clear this. We'll make this for ammo, but we'll have this set to be low. Now, if these are set to be very high, they will get filled first, and then everything else should go into this little area. I do want this color to be a little bit different, though. Okay. Okay. Meals, still low. Raw, not looking too good. Hopefully this stuff gets put away. This will keep us fed. Okay. Our merchant is here. Let's go trade with them. It's early morning. Foxy, how rested are you? 100%. Okay. Let's go barter. Chances are they'll know something about bandits. Let's ask. Any trouble? Bandit camp. Let's take a look. Really far away. This one's closer, but I don't think we're going to be dealing with either of those. 99% hostile. 89% hostile. Well, at least they're neutral here. These are our friends. Okay. Now let's go barter. See what you have. Bear with me while they load the inventory. Here we are. Okay. They have a little bit of coin that we want. Let's see. They have some meals. Let's take their meals. A little bit of barley. We like barley. I'll take your dubious booze, and we'll take your little bit of seeds you have. Let's get rid of our flax seeds. And let's see what kind of junk we got here that we got from that raid recently that we can get rid of. Might have to give them an animal. Maybe not. No, looks like we can just get rid of some junk. Now, they have a weight limit. Can't add another shirt, but maybe we'll have some hats further down. Yeah, we got a headband here. You know, I'm not really a fan of these sackcloth hoods. They look ridiculous to me. I don't think our people are happy to wear them either, but I don't think I've seen them complain, so I'm not gonna trade them away yet. Alright, I don't see any more junky hats. Do have a few hoods though. I know that was a good hood, but I'm not really a fan of hoods. Okay, let's just accept that. They're making profit off of us. We're getting a little bit of food, some seeds, barley we can either plant, turn that into booze, or we can make it into bread. Let's get rid of these bushes. Alright, we got some carrots here. Beets are still growing. Flax is still growing. Cabbage still growing. Okay. How is the dirt looking here? Let's increase that speed a little bit. Still being worked on. Get that picked up. Let's take a look at these trees. Alright, got some ripe ones here, some that are ripening. Okay, we'll have some more apples here to eat soon. Looks like we have solved our food problems for now. Got some herbs there. Alright, looks pretty good. Okay. These graves are ready, still haven't been filled in. These ones still being worked on. Let's take a look in our basement. Our beeswax, we still have some storage here, that's good. I think we might need to change some of this storage around here though. Got salt down here. Okay. Let's take a moment, let's go install some of these items that we brought in recently. We got a lot of carpets, we gotta clean out some space. Got a fair amount of mirrors that I've seen here as well. Let's just slow that speed down a little bit. We'll let our people work at a slower pace while we install all of this, and then we'll go take a look at the dirt we can assign in this inner southwest area. It looks like we got a lot of room for more mirrors still. Fire trap. Let's go install some fire traps. Now I'm usually worried about them spawning here near the entrance. Let's go put some fire traps here. Spread them out a little bit. Worried if the wild animals walk over them, those traps will just set each other off and it'll kind of be a waste. But at the same time, I don't know if the enemies will walk through here. Maybe we'll just go around the fire traps. Okay. How's our dirt going? Got some dirt filled in here? Excellent. Let's add in a little bit more. These are stylized, we're still putting that in. Alright, fill this in. Okay, we still have some more we need to dig out over here. Let's get that stuff moved around. Alright, some more carpets to put in. Oh. You know, we can also assign this over here. Let's get this put in. Weather's a little bit nicer right now. It's still spring. Go assign that. People can work on that. Stick trap. Okay, let's put a stick trap in. And let's take a look at the graveyard. Alright, got some graves ready. Get these checked off. Our people will start putting those bodies in here. Hopefully that's more than enough. Still got a little bit of time left. Then we'll have some graves ready for the next time we get raided. Bob the bear has died. Oh, tragedy. Bob. Not a whole lot going on here, but he was with us for almost 6 years. 5 years. Almost 5.5 years, I think. Never got our bear army. I'm sorry, Bob. Let's go take a look at our dirt that we had assigned to be dug out. Okay, excellent. This area can be mined away. We'll start mining a little bit here as well. How's this side looking? Okay. Let's take a look at our food situation. We got meals, honey crisples, apple pie. Alright, looks like with all the apples and the honey we've had, managed to actually make a good amount of food. Glad we got our honey production increased. Still a few days away for these. Looks like some of these are ready. Alright. Looks like we need to get rid of some of this flooring here. We need to dig out underneath this. That all looks good. Let's take a look here. Any of this have rocky soil? There's clay. Looks like we're gonna have to get rid of that. I wonder if we have any more clay here. It's interesting that we had a pile of, or a piece of clay to dig out underneath. Settlers are exhausted. Let's take a moment. It's been a while since I checked in on our prisoners. I have a feeling we don't have any being recruited. Oh no, we have 4 being recruited. Okay, let's go take a look. 17%, 16%, 8%, 42%. Okay. Kind of want to take that 8% down. Let's stop recruiting you for a moment. We'll continue with you after. Let's do a population check. 57. Let's add Helota. You can't access event. Why can't you access the event, Garwolf? Okay. Well, let's take a moment. We got 61 now. Okay. That was weird. 62 with Pentecost here. Let's just double check everyone is checked off. You are a guest. Let's not invite you for a moment. Okay, we have 62 people. Let's just double count our bedrooms, make sure we're okay right now. So 12 per layer. So 66 with this half, 67 with the warden room in the basement. So we're okay for rooms, as long as these are furnished. Still a little bit low here. I think we're going to need to start putting in the next set of bedrooms. Okay. Get that filled. Alright. Making progress. Okay. These are ready as well. And that means we can get rid of this zone and we can just expand this one out all the way here. Okay, excellent. Still need these bricks cleaned out of here. Let's get that hauled. Some a little bit of soil while we're here, and let's go take a look. Our digging operation still happening. Sign a little bit more. Dig out a little bit down here. Do I have enough coal storage space to move that? You know what, we can shrink this down a little bit. Let's just increase this area. Okay. Now this isn't going to go bad sitting out here, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Let's go take a look in the basement again, see what we have that we can install. We gotta start cleaning this out. And also, I guess to prepare for putting our temple in, I do want to make it a little bit easier. Let's see. Storage zone. Okay, let's put this. I guess we'll make it a little bit bigger. So we don't want everything here. This is a long list. Okay, where are you? Oak Brethren Wall. Perfect. Okay. Let's make that high. Hopefully any of those decorations we have we'll be able to just take down, and then we'll have that put over there. I'm going to leave 2 of them here, just so that area is still considered a temple. Right? This is a temple? No, it's not. It's a spare room. I guess we didn't put the ritual circle in. Yeah, we got rocky soil here we still need to dig out. Alright, graveyard is good. Let's go ahead and check off a few of these graves. Okay. Let's assign this to be dug out. Okay. Got a lot of clay brick tile we're still installing over there. Increase that speed a little bit. Let's get that limestone picked up. Let's get this taken out of here as well. Let's go back to the basement, see what else we can install. More stick traps, okay. Metal traps. Flawless, perfect. This we want to put inside our hall. Oh no, off center a little bit. Let's grab that again. Right, we don't want that decoration in here. Let's go and change this. We want to be able to grab these from the other zones outside. Okay. You know what? This zone, I think we're going to just get rid of this zone for a moment. Let's go and copy this fermenting zone. Let's put that in the basement here. I think these 2 rooms for storage is probably more than enough. This is flawless as well. Okay. Got some mirrors again. Let's check these rooms. Okay, we can fit one more on this side. Alright, looks like we got another one for this side. Scroll all the way back up. Okay. How's the other side looking? Other side doesn't have rooms on this floor. Let's scroll down. Got all the mirrors here. Looking okay. Settlers are starving. Is it just because they woke up and they're hungry? We have meals. Okay. Basement, we have a mirror in there. Give you some more carpets in the basement, I guess. Got some more traps here to install. Throw that in there. Okay. Still being put in some dirt there. Still working on it. Alright, fire trap. We add another fire trap to this area. Looks like we have a little bit of room. I don't know if they'll walk over in this area, but let's just put it there for now. wooden traps. Quite a lot of traps we've accumulated over the last little while. Got some tapestries here. Alright, more fire traps. Let's go ahead, put this one on the north side. Alright, looks like we can put one over here we've had before. And if we have more, I'll probably put it on the other side. Wooden trap, another wooden trap. Alright, wooden traps, let's go. How are we doing for time? We're almost at the end of the video. Maybe we'll put it here, and then we'll go around this way with the metal traps. Did I lose that rug I was holding somehow? How did that happen? Not enough resources. You know what? What resources do we not have? Don't have enough wood. Tree farm quite a ways away from being profitable. Got some mushrooms here. Let's get these harvested. And let's get this cleaned out of here as well. Those are ripening, growing, ripening. Alright, we'll have to revisit that. Oh, nice. Looks like we can change this a little bit. Let's shrink this down. Looks like we have not enough storage space here, so let's get this expanded. And if that is in place, let's take a look. Make sure that we have enough ammo here. I think what we'll do, let's make these a little bit wider. Can I not expand that here? That's weird. Wouldn't let me click here. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that worked. Looks like we got some siege weapons we can sell. Okay, cut this down, free up some space here. That, still ripening. Okay, we're past the hour mark. Let's roll up the layers, turn on the roof. Roofs are turned on. . Okay, welcome to Recap and Planning. We traded a bit today. We sent out 2 merchants. Our own caravans to 2 different settlements. One of them wasn't really that profitable. Didn't have too much good things that we brought back. The other one, though, we did manage to bring back a good amount of food. Our farm has been reworked lately. Food is still growing. Our berry bushes here, our newest ones, still growing, a few days away from being, ripe, giving us any resources. So we still have these. These are now ripe. I think now, once these are harvested, we'll get rid of these, and we'll be able to put our barley in this area. Still haven't started on the temple. We got a little bit of filling to do here still. Got to dig out these ramps, fill this in with soil. I think we need to dig out 1 or 2 areas here before we can put in the floor for a temple. But thankfully, we repositioned the clay. So I believe next episode we'll start putting in a little bit of walls here and flooring. We'll have a little bit of a layout, a little bit of an outline ready. Probably move these statues a little bit. We've been working on getting graves put in. Dug out a little bit of soil here. We're going to be filling in that next episode. And we also assigned some clay tile to be put in here on the border. That's not finished yet, but next episode that should be finished. And then we'll stylize that, make sure we don't have any trees growing there. And we've been filling in a lot of inventory from our basement. Let's go take a peek. Still got quite a bit to go through here. We did sell a few things to free up some space. Looks like our bottom floor is empty. This middle one is empty. Top one here still full. So we'll be going through this next episode, try to clean up a little bit of this. I'm hoping that this bottom floor for fermenting here will work. Give us some more space. We do need vinegar. We're ridiculously low on vinegar, but thankfully we can use salt to pickle vegetables. We got such a surplus, and then we'll be able to start filling out our food reserves. You can see here our cellar is looking pretty bleak. We got over 60 people. Got to make sure our food supply is up to that standard to feed all those people. We don't want 60 people starving. So hopefully this farm reno will help. I noticed already the honey from these is helping, from the skeps. And now we'll have a lot more apple trees planted as well. It's going to be a little while before these come to be fruitful and ripe. But for next year, should be pretty good with food. Look at that. Look at that bright sun. Everything's like misty. Alright. Well, I think we're going to call that an episode. Once again, I want to thank you for stopping by and supporting the channel. If you got something to say, drop me a comment. Otherwise, thanks. Have a great one, everybody. See you next time.